Yo, can you hear me? You listening to
WAW. What a week.
What a week.
Dumelang. DJ Fresh is away this week, so I am standing in because the show must go on. Mpho Maboi. Welcome to Wow, What a Week. On today's episode, we are joined by a woman who has had at least 5 careers, has lived about 3 lifetimes, and a whole lot of plot twists. She's a mother, an actress, a musician, a storyteller, and knows a thing or two about chasing that dream when the dream takes its sweet old time.
This is
Wow!
What a Week. What a Week. Celebrity guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome without further ado, the one, the only Dawn Thandeka King. There is something about you, Eshowe-born. Welcome to Wow, What a Week. There is something about you. You and I are literally 2 years apart. But unesithunzi, man. It just says, I must say, Ma Dawn Thandeka King. Do you get that often?
All the time.
Really?
Recently, I'm called the mother of the nation.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And that is something that I think you epitomize so much.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you walk around? Because lately, you know, us, I'm a 40s, we get so offended when somebody says Dimanzo. You know? It's like,
I think at the beginning, I used to feel like, saying, oh, mama, like, but as I got used to it, I then realized, no, it's part of the calling. When you have the calling and you walk with the people that you walk with, so you are obviously not going to be just you.
Yes.
And so your energy doesn't give off just Dawn Thandeka King.
Yes.
It gives off and
Yeah.
the crowds that you walk.
I walk with many.
Yes.
Ah, lovely. So as we get into the conversation, just to, you know, set things and set the tone, we normally start with rapid fire questions. So you don't have to think too much about these questions.
Okay.
Just the first thing that pops into your mind. What's one popular food that everyone loves that you absolutely cannot understand the hype about?
Sushi.
Sushi. What's wrong with sushi?
I don't get it.
Really?
It's nice, but I don't get why it needs to be ngathi into njanja. No, it's just food. Uncooked food.
I get you.
Yeah.
For me, it's like watermelon.
That for me, that's nice.
Really?
I like that.
I don't understand the hype about watermelon. I don't get it. But anyway, that's just me. Question 2. If you could bring back one of these late singers back to life, who would it be and why? We've got Whitney Houston, Brenda Fassie, Lebo Mathosa, or the recently departed Dolly Parton.
I would be wrong. How do you put all of them together like that?
But you must choose one.
Yo. And then I choose a omoyo. Why didn't you choose?
There's no right or wrong.
All right. Whitney Houston. Because I think Tina, we grew up listening to her, loving her, singing her music, writing the lyrics of her music. When she passed, I was so distraught. I think everybody left me alone to attend her funeral on my own in the lounge with a bottle of wine because I was distraught when she passed away. And I think the circumstances leading to her death also, it just kept on breaking our hearts. Uti a legend is Kulengai or someone whose music we loved so much. So it's that. It's come back again and just give us one more album.
Is there a particular song that till today when you hear it takes you back maybe to a specific place or a specific memory?
Oh, I want to dance with somebody. And I think, was that not maybe in her earlier albums? I just remember us at home with our aunts and my mom dancing to that song.
And I think I remember the cover of the CD, it was silver.
Yeah, something like that. And she had big hair.
Yes.
But she was just a breath of fresh air, and that was
Yeah.
it was pop music, I think.
the height of pop music. And she epitomized, and she did it so well as a queen of ballad.
Yeah.
To have gone in that direction and did it so well.
She did. She did it so well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the song.
I feel you.
Amongst many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a world that's westernized, what's one cultural tradition you absolutely want your children to carry forward?
The Thanksgiving ceremonies. You know, when you go home and you slaughter, and through Thanksgiving, you're saying thank you for all the things that have happened to you, the protection, the blessings for the entire family. So I've taught my kids that we travel back home, and it's always nice. And I've had my children are now hooked on ipandla. So when they have a pandla and it's about to break or it breaks, it's like, oh, they're losing something.
Yeah.
So I would like for them to continuously have these ceremonies because they bring the family together. It's not just you doing for the ancestors, you're actually bringing the family together.
Do you feel like as a people, especially as abantu abamnyama, we're losing those significant essences of who we are as abantu abamnyama? For instance, Kabza the Small, that's one of the things that gets spoken about a lot. With, hey, he's got a fresh spandla. Hey, wahlala nebandla. You know, we almost demonize our own cultures.
Yeah. I think because they were demonized earlier. You know, when we were being converted into being more westernized, we were also ashamed of our own culture. We were also ashamed of like you have black people say, mina angizenzi lezo zinto. But iziphi lezo zinto? Aren't these things you?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Mina angihlabi ngoba mina ngiyakholwa. What does that mean? Ukholwa kanti kuyini? So that happened because someone needed to bring their beliefs and their religious whatever into this culture yethu and demonize ours. And so asikakabuyeli kahle. There are people who love to do ceremonies, Thanksgiving ceremonies and ceremonies for their ancestors and acknowledge their ancestors.
Yeah.
But ababaningi kakhulu benge bancane futhi kakhulu. So it's almost like a balance.
Do you think we'll ever get to that point where we are proudly African?
I think so. I think we're headed there. Where we need to make sure we get it right is by passing it down to our kids.
Yeah.
Because the generation esibhekene nayo manje, they live their own life. It's like it doesn't. If you are a parent and you're not strict on those things, you don't say we are going home. This is what we're going to do at home. If you're not strict there, they will just let it go and live this life. This new age life.
Very, very isolated.
AI.
Yeah.
They live a life that's never been there before.
Yeah.
Because we can't even relate to what's going on.
Yeah.
We didn't grow up the way our kids are growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now you're touching on parenthood. You've got 5 children.
Yeah.
What lessons did each one of your children teach you as they were growing up?
I think my firstborn, that was my first attempt at parenthood. I don't know if I was ready yet, but I received her with such gratitude in that God trusted me to have someone in my stomach, for someone to actually come out of me.
Yeah.
I was 23 when I had her.
Yeah.
And then for me to look after this person. I know my firstborn, I always say to her, I would sometimes drop you, like maybe I fell off to sleep and we are on the bed together and I would hear the child crying and you know, such things. When you are a young parent and you're looking after your own baby, there's a lot that you can get wrong, but there's a lot that you can get right. I love the fact that with my firstborn, she taught me that I can look after my own kids.
Another human being.
Yeah, another human being. And also not take them to my mom. I can look after them. I can have assistance, but I must look after them. I must parent my own kids so that the relationship is not that I don't know you as my parent or as my mom. I think my firstborn taught me that. My secondborn, I think it was easier when I had my second and the rest of them. It was easier. My last born, my son, I realized I was having a boy. Well, when the doctor told us we're having a boy. And I was excited because I got to 2, 3, 4, 5 is because I was looking for a boy.
Aha.
Yes, because when you are married, you want to provide that family with
An heir.
Yes.
Yes.
So I felt like I wasn't giving them what they wanted. Nobody had said anything, by the way. It was just me. So when I had my son, there were a lot of health issues there. And when he came, we lost his aunt the day before he came. So he really taught me that ikona le, I don't know whether we should call it reincarnation, but we believed that by losing one, we gained another.
Yes.
Yes. It was painful.
Yeah.
But that's what we realized, because I mean, it's not nice to lose someone today and have someone come through the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is such a significant thing, because one would assume that you were in such a sad state that you wouldn't necessarily receive this gift for what it is, a gift, but you managed to do that.
I did, because I mean, as a mom who's about to give birth, you have to protect yourself also, so that you don't affect the child.
Yeah.
So when we lost my sister-in-law, it wasn't nice. She died in a car crash, and it was not nice. And she was the baby of the family.
Oh man.
It wasn't nice. So it didn't affect me gakulu, thankfully, in terms of high blood pressure or whatever.
Yeah.
I managed to keep myself calm until the moment I had to go and have the C-section.
Sure. It's moving slightly from that to what makes you the person that South Africa loves, the actress in you.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to come back as one of your characters, and you must live this character for the rest of your life, between Mazet from Lockdown, Mkabayi from Shaka iLembe, or MaNgcobo from Uzalo, who are you living for the rest of your life?
Can we take bits and pieces from them?
Which pieces?
I think the gangster of MaNgcobo, the toughness of Mazet, and the royal authority of Mkabayi.
Okay. And I think you almost epitomize all three. So I can see why you would want that. What is it about MaNgcobo that you think made South Africans fall in love with her for such a long time?
I don't think in South Africa we had a township pretty gangster lady. Like, she had everything. She had the hair, the nails. She was the slay queen of Guamashu. That's the look.
Yeah.
But then the things that she did was so gangster. It's like, it can't be that such a
well put together somebody
can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think she kept on surprising South Africa.
Yeah.
And I loved what the writers did with her. From, when she was introduced, I don't think anyone would have expected her to turn out the way that she did.
Right.
Because she was just a housewife married to Kabashe, and that was it. And as the seasons progressed, the writers did the most. They did the most. I think I enjoyed season 2. Not that I didn't enjoy the other seasons, but I enjoyed season 2 Akulu, because that's when she was on her own.
That's when she came out.
Yes, and she dug a child, like she dug a grave in the office, and she put a child. Well, that's in shame.
Did you ever have moments when you were shooting a character MaNgcobo where you were like, enough, guys.
I think that was when we were Mkulisi and I were being buried alive.
Oh, yes.
Then I was like, I can say,
whoa,
no, time out. And I remember Mkabayi like, angsa act. No. It's me. No. Sadani. Oh, that was a lot.
Yeah.
I know that was a lot.
And emotionally, do you shed off a character, go home, and you are just umama?
Yes. My kids, they hear you guys say, "Mama, when you say John celebrity, famous." When I'm at home, I'm just their mom. And I think as they grow older now, as teenagers, then they're realizing, oh, I have a famous mom. And I think that works in their advantage or something in having a famous mother. But at home, honestly, Uma.
Pelelala.
Yes. And also Uma, like every other mother, faneke sihleke, but siyadisciplinana when the time comes.
I'm not your friend.
I'm not your friend. My two, laba badala bayi-2, we call each other best friend because badala, they are in their 20s.
Yes.
I can see the younger ones, they long for best friendhood. Skafik lab.
You earn your way.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You earn your way into calling your mother best friend. Nakona lap is not because their older sisters don't respect me. They do. It's just that the teenagers of today,
Jump.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Skafik lab.
So the podcast is called Wow, What a Week. So let's get into the week itself. What left you feeling motivated this week?
This week,
Mm.
do you know that this week I traveled to Joburg to come here?
Really?
This podcast motivated me.
So Fresh is that special.
Yeah, I
Forget
wasn't here.
me. Fresh is that special.
I wasn't here. I was in Durban because on the weekend I was given an honorary award by Gagasi FM. So there was a whole
Lovely.
big thing.
Lovely.
So then I only traveled on Tuesday.
Mm.
So we got home early morning.
Mm.
And this is why, and I'm leaving today again back to
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You deserve that.
Thank you so much.
You deserve it. And we are ever so grateful for you having traveled all the way for this. What is it that gave you a good laugh this week? Because I can tell, like myself, what do we do?
I think realizing that my son, who turns 13 next month, is at a point where he can call me young lady.
Oh, you're not bruh yet.
No, I'm anything.
Yeah.
Between dude, bro, and I'm bro. When my 15-year-old speaks,
Yeah.
she thinks I'm her bro, and then my son refers to me as mother sometimes, and then
My son
young
does the
lady.
same thing. So it's a thing because he's 14. He calls
Yeah.
me mother. I'm like,
It's probably a thing now. And then when I'm not arriving home at the desired time, where are you, young lady?
absolutely, because he's the man of the
Yes.
So, you know, my son tries the whole man of the house. You're 14. Please relax.
Gugude.
Relax.
You're still gonna travel this road.
Ungajaheli ukuba man of the house, because that comes with many responsibilities that you are not ready for. So please relax yourself. And then he goes, okay, mother.
Yes.
Yes. And on the other end of the emotional spectrum, what really got to you this week? Because it seems like you've had a good week so far.
I have. I don't think anything got to me as such. No, nothing did. Not this
Nothing.
week. No. Maybe it's the realization that those that you have always kept close to you
Yeah.
will not be the ones to celebrate you when it's time to be celebrated.
Mm.
You will be celebrated by those that are not as close. That was the realization. It's like I need to get to a point where I keep people at arm's length
And you make peace with
and make peace with it, because I have expectations when you are close to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so it's not everyone that will celebrate you when you are being celebrated.
Have you told the people who disappointed you?
No, I haven't. I just thought, you know what? This one I will not say. But you are in control of your reaction. And so if you react to everything,
True. Absolutely. Are you a crier?
I used to be.
Okay.
Funny enough, I'm no longer that bad.
Okay. What?
I don't know. I think I toughened up. I realized no one's coming to get you.
Mm-hmm.
You're on your own. You are a single mom of 5 children who are busy growing up.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure that they are okay.
Have they ever seen you cry?
They have. And I don't like what it does to them when they see me cry.
That helplessness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, if you are falling apart, what are we going to do?
There's also that element.
Yeah.
You know?
So I think it's in protecting my kids, and it's in realizing that I've cried and it didn't help me with anything.
Is that a healthy thing that we do, though, as single mothers? Because you and I sitting here are both single moms. And I don't think in the 14 years of my child's existence, he's ever seen me cry. I don't know if is it a good thing?
It's not a good thing, because there's something that you're breaking within yourself. If you're not expressing emotion, something else is going wrong inside. And so that crying, you will cry, and as you will cry once, and it'll just...
And you're fine.
No, you need to cry.
I find that
I worry why I'm not as emotional as I used to be.
maybe, as you say, you've had to toughen up because you realize, Uguti, no one's coming to save you. So even those moments of possibly falling apart, they're done in private, and then you pick yourself up and you continue with life.
Yeah.
Because I find at times I will take that moment in the shower, and 2 minutes, and then write food, and it helps because sometimes the soul just needs a good cry.
It does.
You know?
It does.
Yeah.
I haven't had one of those in a while.
Okay. So if you describe this week in 3 words, what would they be?
Absolutely exhausting.
But
so I have to think, I'm here, but I need to be there. And there, this and this and this and this is supposed to happen. So after this podcast, I need to travel because I have another interview in the morning tomorrow. I have a gig on Saturday. So I have to put all of those things together. In my head, I have to be ready for all of them. Physically, I have to be ready. I need to have outfits for all of these things.
Yeah.
So all of this leaves me exhausted.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So then how do you de-stress? How do you get to a point where you don't have all these things going on in your head all the time? You can have that moment to say, even if my phone died right now,
I wouldn't. Okay. Yeah. In my lounge at home, there's a round couch-like thing in the corner. And in the other lounge, the TV room, there's a couch with, those ones. What do you call those ones where you can sit?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone knows that when I get up in the morning, I go and sit there.
Yes.
And I'm on my phone, and it doesn't matter whether my food comes there. And then I have to tell myself, no, you have to go and bath at least. The least that you can do is bath. So I love those days where I can just exist in that corner. That corner gives me comfort. Doesn't matter what's going on in my life, but that's where I find my peace.
Yes.
And that's where a lot of mkosi happens, because then there's a couch and then other people sit around me, and then there's mkosi happening.
Yes.
That's where I receive mkosi. The other one, that's where I decide, okay, we're going to watch something.
Yeah.
I watch a movie, or that's where everyone gathers around me. So I dictate where I'm going to sit. That corner is umkosi. There is when we want to watch something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely. So moving slightly away from Don Thandeka, the mother, back to your childhood slightly. Because you grew up in a home where music was almost part of the architecture of your childhood. Before Dawn the actress existed, what did you think you were going to become?
I always knew I was going to become the actress. Always.
Really?
I just didn't know how.
Okay.
I didn't know if it would happen the way I saw it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I was already a superstar.
Tell me how
I-
you saw it when you were growing up.
Well, I grew up in a church situation, a mission, the Lutheran mission. So at church, you always have activities. Either you're in the choir or you are in a play of some sort. Either it's the Passion one for the Easters or it's the Christmas one. You are in any, and at school, you are in a school play or you are in a Zulu dancing group. I was always in all of them.
Yeah.
And so when television became a thing, then we would watch television and we would see other young people acting. And I knew that was me. I don't know how I'm going to get in there, but that's me. And I would have several interviews with myself in front of the mirror,
Yes.
asking myself how I feel about the honor of being nominated for whatever award. I had these conversations with myself from maybe age 10, 11.
And today, those are the things that are called
Those are-
manifestations.
I realized that
Yeah.
I manifested it all on my own in my younger years. It just didn't go the way it would have gone for anybody else. I didn't go straight into it.
Yeah.
I had to go like this,
Yeah.
learning though. When your journey diverts, you are learning. It's not that it's not happening. The mere fact that I only started acting at age 38 didn't mean that I wasn't an actress before.
Yeah.
Because I had studied, I'd graduated, and then I just found a job somewhere else that found the skills that they needed. From what I had studied, there were skills that they needed
Yeah.
in corporate, in tourism, in hospitality. Because when you are an actress and you study theatrics, you can be in any career. Because we perform.
You're
what
putting
we,
on a character.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't realize.
Yeah.
And that's why when we are in the sales and marketing team, I was good at presentation because that's who we are.
Yeah.
In the when I would interact with tourists, then I'd be clear when I would be telling them about what was happening. I would be clear because I learned speech and drama. In speech, you are taught to speak clearly.
Yeah.
And so whether a tourist is from Russia or America or Germany, they would hear what I would be saying.
Absolutely. Now, I'm curious because you're talking about how we all put on these characters and you knew that you wanted to be that character that is on television. Your career now starts late in your 30s. You diverted, you got into corporate. Was there ever a time where you thought, okay, maybe this is not where I am meant to be. I'm actually meant to be here in the corporate world. It just took me studying towards becoming an actress. Mara, perhaps that dream is not where I'm meant to be.
I always knew the dream was meant to happen. And everybody around me that had studied with me, that knew the talent that I have, they were very worried. They were like, how does this talent just go to waste like this? And I would be very comfortable because I think within ourselves, within each and every one of us, you know where you're going.
Yeah.
It's just that the time hadn't come. And I did become quite comfortable in corporate because corporate has all the benefits.
Security.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I got, at the end of it, I got sick. I was emotionally not okay. Because this energy that I'm supposed to use when I'm acting or performing or interacting with an audience was not being used.
Yeah.
And so I think it depressed me.
Yeah.
And then I suffered depression a lot when I was in corporate. A lot. I was always admitted. But we then realized, no, it's because I'm not doing this thing that I love.
Yeah.
And I had thought maybe this is it. But when I got out, I realized, oh my God, the freedom that came with doing what I really love was amazing.
Yeah. So speaking of which, 2000, you're standing on that stage at the Playhouse. What's going through your mind at that time?
Well, at that point, I was still young then. I had just graduated. And that was the first theatrical production that I was in. And it still didn't feel like this. It still wasn't television.
Okay.
I love theater.
Yeah.
But in my head, theater would train me for television. Me not knowing that the camera has its own requirements.
Yes.
Theater and television are completely different worlds.
Yeah.
So when I was doing theater, that production was beautiful because there I would sing. It was a musical, so I was singing and we were dancing. I was still fit enough to do any kind of choreography you can think of.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that, but it's still in my head. I still needed to relocate to Johannesburg, to where the real opportunities are.
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you are going through that and now knowing what you know, what would you have told that Dawn that was at the Playhouse?
That it's okay. We're still en route. We haven't diverted. We are still okay. We are journeying towards the dream.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't panic, because I did panic and then after that, because it was after that show that I got the job in tourism that ended up making me part of the sales and marketing team of a hospitality corporation that we will not talk about. However, it was a job, and most of my most of my friends that I had studied with and I was with in that theatrical production were not working, and I was working. I had benefits that they didn't have. I had a car, I had medical aid, I had cell phone, and that for me it comforted me. It said, I don't want to be in Johannesburg and squatting with a group of people just so that we could
realize a dream
and also just be going out for auditions. It just didn't feel right for me. But what was happening, I think what the universe said was, let's create a family for you, a support structure. Before you go, let's create a support structure so that when you do relocate to Johannesburg, you will go with a family. And so when I left Durban, I was married with 2 kids. You see? So instead of staying in a flat with a whole lot of my buddies, I relocated here with my family.
You had a home.
I had a home.
Yeah. How important did that become?
I think for me, it was very important. I don't know if I would have survived the relocation with no plan and just maybe sharing accommodation with friends and trying to get into the industry, because it's difficult when you do it like that.
Yeah.
When I came here with a family, I could then get an agency. And the agency then sends me to the proper auditions where I audition properly, where I don't have to compromise myself in any way. Because we had always said, my friends and I, we would have been 21 and we would have relocated to Joburg. I have girls now that I still prefer for them to be around me. But if you're 21 and you're relocating to Johannesburg to try your luck, you don't have a plan. And you end up compromising yourself because you want to get into this industry.
Yeah.
So I appreciate and I am grateful for the fact that I came here with a family and I didn't have to do anything else except for trying to do it the right way, getting the agency and getting into the industry, the comfortable way.
And in a manner that made sense
to
you and your soul, most specifically, because you mentioned, Uguti, when you were doing certain things that didn't feel right, and you didn't want to come all the way to Joburg. So this time, at least, it felt
right. It felt like it was time.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't happen as soon as we arrived, I needed to go and do something. I needed to go back to corporate again. After arriving in Joburg, it still didn't work out. It was after I quit my second corporate job
Yeah.
that then I got an agency, and then
How did it feel, especially when you are married? There's that sense of security when you get back into corporate. You've got children. There is a husband. There are financial responsibilities. Corporate comes with that financial security. Walking away from that and then saying, I need to pursue this dream.
Walking away from that gave me my sanity, because then I would have been continuously admitted for depression if I didn't walk away from that. The job was amazing. There's nothing wrong with the job. I just wasn't doing what I was meant to be doing.
Yes.
I needed to be doing this that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't only heal me, it heals an audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that meeting with Tatukani.
Oh, man.
Tell me about that meeting. How did you guys meet?
This is weird. Because so I had the agency already. And so they called me and they said, listen, Portia, your friend, I studied with Portia when we studied drama, but she was amongst a couple of my friends that had come to Joburg already and established themselves.
Yeah.
So she was already a writer and a producer. So this was for Mkabayi. So they said, there's a role that she says you must try out. It's a featured extra.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to take it. And this was where I was being given an opportunity to showcase what I have.
Absolutely.
Because there are no small roles. You need to show what you have.
Even through that small role.
Even through that small role.
Yeah.
And so when I arrived on that set had everybody that I had just admired, not only growing up, but watching television. There was that John Kani, there was Mamnaketi Ribani, Baby Kele, Dumsani, Bebe, Fezi Lempela, a whole lot of these people.
Yeah.
So when I arrive here, I'm really a featured extra. I don't have lines. My duty is just to place a tray on the table and walk away. And slowly, I opened my mouth because the ADs, assistant directors, would say to me, when you put the tray, be alive, say something like, here's your food, Baba, or something. And so we started building from there.
Yeah.
And then it was that John Kani that had said, there is no maid in any household that does not speak. Please, can you make this one child speak? So that is how the character of Anele was born. And I consciously made her speak closer.
Okay.
This is in 2012.
Yes.
I made her speak closer because I said, I'm reserving Zulu for the big role that I'm going to have. 2012.
You already knew there's a big role coming.
Someone,
Lovely.
my conscious self knew this.
Yes.
So I said, let me make her speak Xhosa. And so Anele would speak Xhosa. And so that set became the first set where I learned how to act for the camera.
Yeah.
Because for a couple of months, I was learning because I wasn't used to the studio.
Yes.
And I wasn't used to the cameras. And so I got used to that. And by the time I had a storyline, I was comfortable.
Did you know how significant that role would be to your career?
I did not. I had no idea. I just knew we are here and now we are going.
Yes.
That's all I knew.
Hi, Jumayatama.
Yeah. I just didn't know where we would go from Anele. I didn't know where we were going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a part of you in all the years that we've known you that you feel, South Africans think they know me, but they don't really know me? Is there a part of you that you feel like,
I think they think that they know me. And why I say that is because whenever they see me, be it on television or on podcasts or even in real life, they feel some form of healing. They feel like people feel something for me. It's like they need me to hug them. There's a need for me to either speak to you or hug you.
Yes.
And this is from the response of the people. I mean, people have told me this. This is how they feel. But I think people forget that I'm a healer. People forget that there was a portion of my life before even entering the industry, even for Nkaba. I went on a spiritual journey, and that journey just came. It wasn't something that I was aware of. It just came. And so even now, when they see me being part of the team that I'm part of now, of Indalo Entle, they are not aware that I'm still continuing where I left off. And I don't heal the same way. Now I'm healing with herbs. We have herbs now that heal people. But when I'm on screen, I heal through the energy that I have. Because as a healer, you're not sure how you heal people and your gift. You don't know how it is separated. I mean, sometimes it's physical. You can give something physically to heal them. Like I can give you a bottle of the herbs for you to take those herbs. But I can sit here and speak to you, and that will heal you.
Yes.
I can hold you, hug you, and transfer my healing energy to you.
Yeah.
So I heal in many different ways. And I think that's what people forget. So when they saw me part of Indalo Entle Herbs and Beyond, they thought, oh, she's selling herbs now. Not selling herbs. I'm healing people using herbs. I'm a healer.
Yeah.
And that's what people forget. And now I'm not doing anything on screen.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is healing.
Is that something that was a conscious decision on your part?
No. Remember, before we started this,
Yeah.
we were talking about controlling our
your journey.
Control. Yeah. This had nothing to do with my control. This, I was navigated towards meeting Dr. Fajar, who is he's the human plumber.
Oh, okay.
Because he deals with all the pipes in your body.
Yeah.
So he's the one that makes the herbs. So I was just introduced to him so that, because I'm at home, so I could work with someone and just do something. But it ended up being such a big part of my healing journey.
Yeah.
That I was like, how did I not know that this is where I would be? And I don't feel that thing of I'm not acting. And so I'm
There's
anxious.
a void.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, there isn't a void.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it because I'm meant to be here. This is where I'm aligned. Right now, this is where I am supposed to be. And so next month, if a role finds me, it'll find me because of where I am.
Yeah.
It'll be a role that resonates with where I am right now.
Yeah.
And so as a person who understands energy, who understands spirituality, this is where I am. And that's what I would like to remind South Africans or anyone that's watching, that before anything else, I am a healer.
Yes. I'm looking behind you. I see a board that's written freedom. And I'm thinking, is that how you feel right now?
Very much.
Yeah.
It is the strangest thing. Last year, when Queendom, I think everybody remembers how Queendom just fell apart and had actors and crews sitting at home, depressed. Last year in 2025, it was over this time because I had started working. But at the beginning of the year, we were so depressed because we were at home.
Absolutely.
This year, I finished shooting Shaka iLembe in March, and I was shooting something else at the same time. So my last work was in March.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything for screen since March, but I'm not depressed.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
Do you feel that you needed to go through these amazing characters that you have played through the years, powerful women that you've played? Was that part, do you think, in part, preparation for where you are now? spiritually,
I don't
emotionally?
I don't know if it's preparation, because I had been prepared to be those characters before that.
Yeah.
I even said, I think it was 2016, if I could just get to play the character of Mkabayi, that would be the ceiling for me here in South Africa.
Yeah.
That's what I said. And when I did get that role, my sister reminded me of what I had said. And I said, wow.
The power of the tongue, though.
And remember I said we finished season 3 in March.
Yeah.
And from March, I haven't been doing anything for screen.
Yeah.
And I'm just healing. That's exactly what I said. I said, if I could just play that, that would be the ceiling.
But you
not
said...
Not that I would quit, but that would be the ultimate. And so from the ultimate, you need to rest. And I need to debrief myself. And I need to let her go, because she was
all-consuming.
very much. So I needed to have something else that I was doing. So the healing people is healing me.
Yes.
And so the next role that will come will resonate with me, with who I am.
Yeah. I like that you say, if I play Mkabayi, that would be the ceiling for South Africa.
In 2016, that's what I said, for South Africa. I said that. And remember, in 2016, we hadn't had Netflix doing what it's doing in South Africa.
Now that we have that, what are you eyeing?
But I am there.
I
am on Netflix already.
Is there a role that you are eyeing that you feel like now this is my Mkabayi on a global stage?
Now I'm ready for that role that will be an international role. Because the stuff that is on Netflix now is stuff that is locally shot.
Okay.
So now I'm ready for that role that will be international, that will see me interact with international
audiences and audiences.
Yes. Even if it's something that is locally shot, that will take me out there to the audiences, international audiences. I'm ready for such a...
What is that dream role?
I'm not sure. Beyond Mkabayi, I haven't found her yet. Mkabayi made me go back in time to fetch a strength that I didn't know I had.
Yes.
And so I am just ready for that person to put pen on paper for anything, even if it's a local thing.
Yeah.
Even if it's, but to just give this energy now that I have.
Yeah. I like that you're speaking about this energy, because we've seen so many people within the creative space, bahambe bayotwasa, and there's a point where everyone is like, yo, everybody uyatwasa manje. And it's fashion. And at some point I sat and I thought, perhaps it's not fashion. Perhaps it's part of us finding our Africanness and who we are as a people. Is that something that you thought of at some point? Or were you also like, okay, maybe sesenza kakhulu?
It depends on ukuthi uthwaselani umuntu. And it depends on ukuthi mahambe yothwasa kwenzakaleni kuyena. Remember, this is not a thing that must be understood by other people.
Absolutely.
This is your journey.
Yeah.
Akekho umuntu ovuka ekuseni athi ngifuna ukuyothwasa. Akekho. Because it's not a nice experience.
Yeah.
It's not nice spiritually, it's not nice physically, it's not nice to experience.
Yeah.
So akekho umuntu, believe me, whoever you are thinking fashion twasa, but the spirits that drive us, be it our ancestors that perhaps had the talent but couldn't execute the talent during their times.
Yeah.
Remember, they come back. Maybe but just skip a generation or 2 generations. These people that were community leaders, these people that were, they now want to come and say something through you that has the opportunity to now be on television and speak whatever it is that they want to speak.
Yeah.
Whatever messages that they want to share with the audience. For me, ngihlezi ngithi mina ngathwase look actor, because this happened in 2009, way before anybody else knew me. It didn't happen when I was already in the industry. I wouldn't have been in the industry if I hadn't gone through the spiritual journey that I went through.
Yeah.
Just to either cleanse or to break or to whatever, so that this, whatever it is, comes out and it gets to experience the audience, telling the stories to the audience. I am born of storytellers. I am born of community leaders. I'm born of preachers. I come from that. So like I say, I heal through my acting, through my speaking, through everything that I do is part of the healing journey. So when people say, "Sekuyifashion ukuthwasa," you must study the muntu okhuluma ngaye ukuthi what are their talents? Where do their talents come from? Have they not inherited talents that now need to akuseyo talent maningi sekudinga ukuthi ubuke leli talent lenze whatever it is that it's meant to do now.
Yeah.
Because in 50, 100 years time, nomunye nami ngiyophuma komunye udinga ukuthi, there's this spirit that we carry, the spirit of healing through words.
Yes.
Either words or action, but akusiwona wonke umuntu olahla amathambo, akusiwona wonke umuntu ohila. We are healers.
Fact.
And some of us are meant to be healers.
Yeah.
Some of us are chosen to heal.
Yes.
It's not everyone.
Yeah.
And so when you are being prepared to be a healer, you have to undergo something. And unfortunately for umuntu who is already in the public eye, it will become public. But mine wasn't public because I was not in the public eye when it happened.
Yes.
Had I been in the public eye when it would have been the same thing.
Absolutely.
Wonke umuntu seyathwasa.
Absolutely.
Kanti mina I went through that journey way before people even knew who I was.
Yeah. I'm being told Uti, we're running out of time, and I'm absolutely enjoying this conversation.
Ubani lona nomon.
Banomona,
It's only part 2.
But before we go, I have to ask, with regards to the industry, at the very beginning, you made mention of the fact that it's not an easy industry to get into. Kunzima ukungena lana. And even when you are in it, sometimes to stay in it is even more difficult. And a lot of young people have come out to say, open up the industry. What is your message to the young people who feel enough of the legends that are there, let new fresh blood come in?
I think there is new fresh blood coming in, because sometimes you hear Uti, you're not going to get this role because they want fresh faces.
Yes.
But where are they going to get fresh faces between the ages of 40 and 60? Where are they going to come from?
Yeah.
Because already most of us are already in the industry. So when they say open up the industry, yes, we do receive young people in the industry. Yes, I have relationships with a lot of young people that some of them have acted to be my kids. Some of them have been children that I act with on sets, and we have conversations with them. Those that want to come and sit and talk to us, we do talk to them. We do give them guidance with regards to, performance and characters that they are performing at that time. I always say it's up to you. You come to us.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to interfere if I think you've got your things together.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might feel like you are interfering, and someone might say, "No, I've got this.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing."
Yes.
And so here you are trying to help. Because ngabo mama uzophela.
Yes, and you have your own expectations.
Yeah. So I think the industry is opening up. It's just that people need to understand the industry is also going through its own things.
And it's actually quite small.
It is quite small.
Yeah.
They should say open up the international industry. Yes. And not just the South African industry.
So in a nutshell,
yes. There are bills that still need to be signed so that we can get paid from ama royalties of the things that are being played in other countries that we have not been paid for. We're still struggling with that. So ukuvula industry uzozongena nawe kulomgodi of not gaining anything or getting anything from the royalties that you're supposed to be getting from.
Absolutely. Don Thandeka King, thank you so much for your time. I Fresh, you need a part 2. You need a part 2 because I really feel like you're just so amazing, and there's so much to still talk about with regards to you as a healer, as a mother, there's a lot. There's many, many layers. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your patience as well.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap on Wow, What a Week. A reminder, in the words of Dolly Parton, the way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. So my name is Mpho Maboi. Thank you very much for spending the week with us. We'll see you next time for more stories, more laughs, and of course, more wow. We are, of course, a part of Africa Podcast Network, Pezulu Works Cinematography. Our guest, Don Thandeka King. The show producer is Thandeka King. If you would like to get in touch with us, do so on waw@africapodcastnetwork.com. From myself, Mpho Maboi, and Don Thandeka King, have yourself a wow week.